Vlad Guerrero Jr. hits his 6th home run of the postseason in Game 6 of the ALCS between the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Logan Gilbert versus Trey Yesavage. Gilbert with a 2.45 ERA in the playoffs, and Yesavage a 4.82. Little deceiving. He was not so great in Game 2 of this series, but it was fantastic against the Yankees earlier. So we'll just get right into it. Top of the first, J-Rod's going to fly out. Raleigh strikes out, and Polanco flies out. Bottom of the second, Springer pops out. Nathan Lucas gets a single. Vlad Guerrero Jr. reaches on a fielder's choice, and Alejandro Kirk strikes out. Top of the second, striking out the side, Trey Yesavage. He was looking good pretty early. Naylor, Rosarena, and then Suarez looking. Bottom of the second, Varsho will reach, hit a single, and then extend to second base on an error by the center fielder by J-Rod. Clement will also reach on an error, and so runners on first and third now. Addison Barger, RBI single. So now it's an early 1-run lead for the Toronto Blue Jays. And that's going to be really key, especially in these Game 6, Game 7, going into a World Series. Any early scoring is going to give them momentum. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa with an infield single extends the lead 2-0. Just a little dribbler, and the run scores. Andres Jimenez strikes out. George Springer walks. Nathan Lucas strikes out, and then Vlad Guerrero Jr. Grounds into a fielder's choice. So 2 runs for the Blue Jays in the second inning. Top of the third, J.P. Crawford leads things off with a walk. Dominic Canzone strikes out. Leo Rivas was about 5 feet away from a 2-run home run, which would have tied the game. Only a single, though. J.P. Crawford wasn't quite in the best position for him to maybe extend to third base, and then maybe Rivas ends up on second base as well. So it's a really, really long single for Leo Rivas. Julio Rodriguez walks. Bases loaded, 1 out. Huge moment in this game for the Mariners. And Cal Raleigh's at the plate, and he grounds into a 3-6-1 double play. Crisis averted for the Blue Jays, keeping the score at 2-0. Bottom of the third, Alejandro Kirk will ground out. Varsho flies out. Ernie Clement, also a couple feet away from a home run, but it turns into a triple. And then Addison Barger with a 2-run blast. 4-0 Blue Jays in the third inning. Rogers Center is electric at this point, and the Mariners need to get something going, especially after that missed opportunity in the third. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will ground out, but the damage has been done. It's 4-0. Top of the fourth, Polanco lines out. Naylor singles. He had a great game. Rosarena reaches on an infield single as well. There's a wild pitch, and then Suarez walks. Bases loaded, 1 out again in the fourth inning. Another big opportunity for the Mariners. And J.P. Crawford grounds into a 4-6-3 double play. So back-to-back innings that the Mariners had bases loaded and couldn't do anything with it. Those key opportunities are what win and lose games in the playoffs. Bottom of the fourth, Jimenez will ground out. Springer flies out, and Lucas grounds out. Top of the fifth, Canzone leads off with a single. Leo Rivas strikes out, and then J-Rod grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. 3 straight innings, 3 inning-ending double plays. Bottom of the fifth, Vlad Guerrero Jr., his 6th home run of the postseason. He has been absolutely dominant for the Blue Jays. He has 6 home runs in 10 games, and it's only happened, I think, like 8 times in AL postseason history. Absolutely phenomenal postseason, and exactly why you pay the guy $500 million. That'll end the day for Logan Gilbert. Not his best. Not what you wanted to see for the Mariners. Five runs given up. Bizzardo is going to come in. He gets Kirk to line out. Varsho to fly out. Ernie Clement with a double. So he's had a great game so far. A double and a triple. And then Barger with a fly out. Top of the sixth, Raleigh strikes out. Polanco grounds out. And then Josh Naylor hits his 3rd home run of the postseason, the Canadian-born kid. So it is now a 5-1 ball game. Randy Arozarena singles, and that'll end the day for Trey Yesavage. He had a really great game in this one and bounced back completely from Game 2 when he gave up, I think, 5 or 6 runs. Eugenio Suarez, a little bloop single, but it does score Randy Arozarena from first base. So the Mariners are creating a little bit of momentum now. It's 5-2. Anything can happen in the playoffs. J.P. Crawford strikes out, ending the top of the 6th, but the Mariners answer back. It's 5-2. Bottom of the 6th, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa pops out, Jimenez strikes out, and Springer grounds out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. Top of the 7th, Canzone flies out, Rivas strikes out looking, and Rodriguez flies out. Bottom of the 7th, Matt Brash comes in for the Mariners, gets Lucas to ground out, hits Vlad Guerrero Jr. On the elbow guard, thankfully. No damage done. Alejandro Kirk will single, and then Vlad Guerrero Jr. is going to score on a wild pitch and a throwing error from Cal Raleigh. Now it's the score of 6-2. Any momentum the Mariners had kind of gets washed away with that play. Barger will strike out. Clement and Barger both walk. Now Miles Straw is going to pinch run for Addison Barger, and then Isaiah Kiner-Falefa flies out, ending the 7th inning, but the score is still 6-2. Top of the 8th, Jeff Hoffman comes in for the Blue Jays. He gets Raleigh and Polanco both striking out, and then Naylor to fly out. 3 outs left in this one for the Mariners. Bottom of the 8th, Carlos Vargas comes in for the Mariners, gets Jimenez to fly out. Springer strikes out. Lucas and Vlad, they both get singles, so 2 on and 2 out, and Alejandro Kirk flies out, ending the inning. 3 outs left in Game 6 for the Mariners. Randy Rosarena and Eugenio Suarez both strike out. J.P. Crawford walks. He'll then reach second base on a defensive indifference. He doesn't get a stolen base for it because they just basically allowed him to take second. And then Dominic Canzone pops out to third base, ending the game. Blue Jays force Game 7 by winning 6-2. The Mariners only the 2 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors in this one. It really cost them. And 6 left on base, but those are 6 really important runners in those bases loaded jams. The Blue Jays, 6 runs on 11 hits, no errors, and 10 left on base. Trey Yesavage gets his 2nd win of the playoffs, and Logan Gilbert gets his 1st. Player of the game has to go to Trey Yesavage. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 2 runs, 6 hits, and 3 walks. So some traffic, but was always able to pitch out of the jam. So props to him. He bounced back and answered the call when the Blue Jays' backs were against the wall. A couple game notes. Barger and IKF got the scoring started with their RBI singles. Barger's 2-run blast gave them that 4-0 lead. And then, the 3 back-to-back inning-ending double plays for the Mariners in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, completely crushing any chances for them to score multiple runs in any of those innings. And any of the momentum that they had built up, gone. Vlad Guerrero Jr. has his 6th home run in the playoffs in only 10 games. He's just been dominant. Josh Naylor got his 3rd of the playoffs, and Suarez's bloop RBI single, and then Vlad Guerrero Jr. scores on the wild pitch E2. All right, Game 7 tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Mariners fans and Blue Jays fans, this is it. Win, you go to the World Series. Lose, you're back home watching it at home. So, thanks so much for watching this video. Please hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow night for Game 7.